Hello, and in this video we're going to look at the magic of private wealth banking and how it can change your outlook completely. If you're a high net worth individual, I'm sure you're going to want to watch this video, so let's get right into the video right now. So, what is private wealth banking? It should not be confused with private banking, where you get those lovely, shiny, platinum credit cards from HSB and Deutsche Bank. Private wealth banking is primarily aimed at the high net worth individuals, generally by banks like Deutsche Bank, Julius Baer, UBS, and a few others. Generally, you will need a net worth of $10 million as a base point. There are some other smaller private wealth banking facilities which probably come in around at 5 million, but generally that's it. But having a net worth of 10 million these days it's not really something that major that it was, say, 10-20 years ago. So I would say, if most people are going to qualify on that basis. If you're selling your business in the UK or the US, it's very likely that the sale proceeds might take you up to that level anyway. But the great thing about private wealth banking is, and when you're into it, you'll see that how the rich get richer and the people that can't access private wealth banking get poorer. And as I'm not here to judge on the rights or merits of it, I'm just here to comment on, bring you up to speed on private wealth banking. So in essence, private wealth banking revolves around a thing they call a Lombard loan. I have no idea why it's called a Lombard loan, but that's what it's called. In essence, you deposit your assets, equities, bonds, cash into the bank. Let's say you deposit assets to the tune of 5 million, as an example, or 10 million, whatever it happens to be. The bank will then let you borrow up to 70% plus 70% of that. Some give more, some give less, which you can then reinvest in other equities, other assets, or you can just use to go and buy some real estate with, and they'll lend that money to you at between 1% and 2%. In some cases, if you're Julius Baer, it's under 1%, depending on how much they want your business, so to speak. But also, the rate may have slightly increased at the time of this video due to the war. But anyway, it's considerably less than the market rates. And then you just very simply go and reinvest. So if for example you're in equities and you can take double your equities portfolio and you're getting 5% on your return, you're suddenly getting 10%, but you're only paying 2% for the money, so you've made 8% instead of 5%. So as you can see, and there are other obviously investment, that's just one example. So you can invest in equities, bonds, real estate investment trusts, basically liquid assets. And that's why private wealth bankers like this is that, if a crash happens, they can always make what they call a margin call on you. That's why it's highly recommended you don't live on the edge, right, so to speak, you don't borrow the maximum under your private wealth banking facility, etc., etc. Very, very important that. Then where do you go from there? Then you just need to understand the options, and what you really want to do. They also offer things like special products that you won't be offered as a retail investor. One of these is a fixed coupon note. So a fixed coupon note, if you know anything about options, is the end of the option, where in essence you're buying what they call a put. An option has a put and a call. And what you do is you guarantee to buy, if Apple is currently at $1.20 for the stock, you guarantee to, if it buy at $1, if it drops to $1, and you receive a premium. But if it ever hits $1 or goes below $1, you have to own that stock at $1. But if you're happy to own the stock anyway at $1, which is like 20% less than it's currently on the market for, happy days, right? It's a win-win. Yes, well, I call it a win-win deal for everybody. As I said, you could do this through options trading, but with option trading, it's much more sophisticated. You have to choose the length of time and everything else. Where a fixed coupon note, the date is already set. It's a much easier transaction to say, right? It says in 30 days or 60 days, I will buy this stock if it hits this price. If not, I've received a premium for doing it. And it's a way of creating extra income. There are sell by dividend dates where you can actually get the dividend and then buy the stock just before the dividend's issued, so you qualify for the dividend, and sell it just afterwards. And that's also a way of increasing your income. And all these facilities are open to you via private wealth banking. Now, if you're not a high net worth individual, you don't have the assets to do this, one way of actually getting involved in this type of, if you like, investing scenario is to go to something like Interactive Brokers, who offer a very similar product to the wealth bankers. But the difference is you have to do the options trading. You have to actually understand what you're doing. But they will lend you, again, around about 3%. They will lend you around 3% per annum against your portfolio. So again, you can gear your portfolio up to make higher returns. And a lot of people do that. I mean, it's not just Interactive Brokers. You can do that if you with Fidelity and other people. But it works the same way. But you do have to be, you do have to have some advice, or you have to have somebody, you have to have a professional financial advisor giving you that particular advice to make the trades, or you get somebody to make the trades for you, etc., etc. So, but as I said, with private wealth banking, it's all done for you, if that makes sense. Hence why most of these high net worth individuals have private wealth banking. I hope you found this video on private wealth banking interesting. And if you did, please hit the like button and the subscribe button, and also the notification bell to receive more videos just like this.
Thanks for watching the video, and please feel free to connect with me on my personal website, nickstewart.co. Really looking forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.